Hey folks, this is Kalani. Patch 7.2 has a confirmed release date. We'll see it hit live servers on March 28th. With this patch we're going to see the first ever dungeon retuning, which will allow dungeons to stay relevant as we venture into new raid tiers. The idea here is to increase the difficulty of all dungeons and all difficulty modes of those dungeons, while awarding more relevant item level gear. So, normal, heroic and mythic dungeons are now harder than they were previously, but normal now drops 825 loot, heroic will drop 845 loot, and mythic with no keystone active will drop 865 loot. This also creates a new starting point for Mythic Plus, meaning a lower level Mythic Plus dungeon after 7.2 releases could potentially be harder than a higher level Mythic Plus pre-patch 7.2, so things might be a little wonky for a while as we adjust. Obviously the item level of Mythic Plus gear is going to go up as well, so Mythic Plus 2 to 3 will now drop 870s, 4 to 5 will drop 875s, 6 to 7 will drop 880s, 8 to 9 885s, and we're once again going to be capping out at Mythic Plus 10, which will award 890 item level gear. This means past plus 10 you won't get anything higher than 890, which is also the case for the weekly chest. The item level of the gear in your weekly chest will be 875 if you complete a plus 2, 880 for a plus 3, 885 for a plus 4, 890 for a plus 5 or 6, 895 for a plus 7 or 8, 900 for a plus 9, and caps out at 905 for a plus 10. Because we're getting the patch on Tuesday, these item levels apply to this week as well, so you only need to complete a plus 10 this week and you will receive the highest weekly chest, which would include a 905 item. It's also worth noting that the weekly chest now contains a massive amount of AP, increasing up to that plus 10 cap as well, so it's even more worthwhile getting these Mythic Plus dungeons done. On that note, do not open your first weekly cache until you get your AK-26. That will increase the amount of AP you get from that weekly cache by double. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. So that's a lot of numbers, but to sum it all up, dungeons are now going to be more difficult at every level than they were before, but you'll be handsomely rewarded for your efforts. The maximum eye level for Mythic Plus is now 890, which drops from plus 10 and above, and the weekly chest can contain a 905, for which you'll have to complete a plus 10 or higher during the week. It's really cool to see dungeons staying relevant for once. Usually they're kind of forgotten about after the first raid tier. I'm excited we're getting a new dungeon to go along with all the old ones as well. I just hope we get more new dungeons added here and there in the future, so we have some new locations added into the mix. I think everyone could do with a little break from the scenery of More of Souls. We'll also be seeing more Mythic Plus affixes added into the mix, so fingers crossed that keeps things a little interesting, even if we are stomping through the same dungeons over and over. I wanted to get this info out to you guys so you'll be well informed going into 7.2. I know a lot of people had no idea dungeons were changing at all, so I hope this helps, but that's it for this video. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or hop on over to Discord. We have a server at discord.gg/Kalani. Great place to come ask questions or just hang out. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always I will see you next time.